Hello. See if anybody comes on. It's been a long time. Put my glasses on. Oh, the glare. Never mind. So I was waiting for all of them to fall asleep. That's why it's been taking me a while, but little Miss Thing here is fighting her sleep. And every day she usually falls asleep by 7:30 the latest. But today took us a while to find parking and we came in late. Oh, I'm already yawning. No. It's been a long day. Hi, Sharon. How are you? What happened, Leia? Yeah? Do you hear the fire truck? Oh. That's a fire truck. Yeah. Hi, Blue September. I'm good. Oh, my eyes are hurting. I think I'm gonna have to wear them. Just gonna have to have a little glare. Been a while, Carmen. How's the family? Everybody's good. Kids are getting bigger. Noah started first grade. Leia's about to turn 1. It's crazy. Last year during this time, I think we were starting a countdown on when, and like little bets on when I was going to give birth. It's crazy. So much has happened in a year. 1 already? Yep, that went fast. It did. It sure did. I'm here, struggling with my baby hair still, but they're longer now. So soon this will stop doing this. So annoying. If she stays awake for a little longer, then I'm gonna bring her over so you guys can see her. Oh, but it has been a while. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? Your highlights look gorgeous. Thank you. I've been going to this lady since I was like 12. And then I went to this new girl in this another part of town. And she was charging like an arm and a leg. And she takes, usually you're there forever at the hair salon anyway. But this girl was taking like double the time. Like I was literally there for like more than 6 hours. And it was in this cute and trendy salon, but she destroyed my hair. This was like 2 years ago, I believe, or a year and a half. No, like 2 years ago. She destroyed my hair. Like the blonde that she put on me was, I don't know. My hair just started breaking from up here. It was so bad. So then I was like, let me leave my hair alone for a little. And then I went back to the lady that I've always been with. So I'm back with her. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like sitting here yawning now. We've had a crazy first month of school, and today I went to my one of my best friend's grandma's funeral. I wasn't there for long because I had to take the kids to the doctor, so there was like a lot going on. Why does it show that there's only like one other person in here? What's going on? Who's here with me? Say hi. Hi everyone. Hi JH. Hi Matt. Okay. Um I'm still here. Hi Blue September. What was I saying? Okay, so I went to my best friend's grandma's funeral. She passed away Friday, and she was like the last that she had of her dad because her dad passed away a few years ago as well. But this lady like fought till the very end. She passed away at 97 years old. So all of her grandkids were there, and I just went to pay my respects for a little, and then I had to take the kids to the doctor because as usual they're sick. They're doing fine now, but on Saturday, Leia had a fever. And then Sunday morning at like 5 a.m., Blake came into my room crying that his ear was hurting. So I knew ear infection. I take both of them in today, and in fact, they both have ear infections. Blake always has strep and ear infections. It's like his thing, which sucks. But yeah, I feel like I need to vent a little bit about my school year so far, and it's only month one. Um, so we have pre-K classrooms for 3 or 4 year olds, and I feel like these are all COVID babies. Blake is part of that group, pre-K 3, and then they're all 3 years old. These are all COVID babies. A lot of them have, this year has been a lot more challenging than last year. She's laying down again. I had the lights off and everything for her, but she just wants to be jumping around and giggling. So here we are. Might as well be with her. Oh, she's back up. You're back up? Yeah. So, these kids, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. They're all coddled. So spoiled. They do what they want. I have parents calling me like, my child has behavioral issues and he or she is an only child, and I give them whatever they want and I admit it, and these parents admit they're spoiled. And it's too so crazy, like to what extent? Do you hear that cough? My poor baby. Um so many of them have behavioral issues. We're seeing so much of autism, ADHD in classrooms. A lot of them are not diagnosed because parents are unfortunately in denial most of the time. But at this point, we can tell when something's off, different with a child. And my biggest thing is like, as their parent, like, how do you not see these signs, and how do you like not try to look for help for your child as soon as possible? I get it, it's hard to admit, but sometimes you try to speak to these parents, unfortunately, and I'm sure there's good reason why we're not allowed to directly tell a parent like, hey, your child has autism. Not even a doctor is allowed to do that without evaluations being done, or ADHD, or whatever it is. But we do kind of like talk to parents like, hey, we notice that your child is nonverbal, they're not using their words for their age to go to the bathroom and this and that, or they're not asking for water, or they're just not speaking. And then these parents are like, oh, but at home they speak and they use the bathroom on their own, and then they do this and then that. And we can tell when children need help. And we try to like look for resources, and instead of accepting these resources, parents tend to get defensive and just ignore the situation. Mm. Good evening, stranger. How have you been? Good. Hi, Matt. I just started cutting my own hair for those exact reasons. She's over there clapping. I'm still here. Are the kids all in one big class? That would be a lot to handle. No. So we have, let me see. We have 7 classrooms in the school. 6 of them are for pre-K 3 and 4, and then 1 of them is for infant toddlers. And in each class, we go by state regulations because they are part of the Board of Education. And even if you're not, like, even if you have a private classroom, you need to have a certain amount of students per square footage. So we have in most classrooms, there are about 12, 13 the most in one classroom, with 2 teachers in every single classroom. So there's enough teachers for students. We're just seeing like an influx in a lot of these type of cases, and then we have the study teams that come in and they help the teachers with resources. And one of them was like, we just went around the town this past month, and the number of cases is just crazy. And I've read before that New Jersey has like the highest rate of autism, which I don't understand. Like, what is happening? Is it the food? What is it in this area in the Northeast that's making all these kids like have all these things? Like, what is happening? Unfortunately, most don't want to admit there might be an issue with their child, which is sad because you think you'd want to get them help they need. I'm hopping on a little late, just got out of the shower. Hi, Tabitha. Yeah, so we have a few students that have been with us since they were infants. And there's one that we've like seen since he was small. Like, it's turning into behavioral issues because he's not getting the help that he needs. And we have given the mother all of the information. We have gotten people to call her to give her help, and she has denied it because she didn't like the way that she was spoken to, or questioned, shall I say. She just didn't like the way that she was questioned. And these people are trained to ask you questions to find out about the child because they're not there to see them every day. So it's almost like CPS, where they'll ask you questions about every little detail about the child, about the home, just to get like an idea of the child's daily life. And she just denies it. And now that he's part of the Board of Education because he's 2 years old, well, he's actually turning 4 now. Now it's like getting out of hand. Now it's like a safety issue for him, for the rest of the kids. It's a lot. And I'm having to call mom almost every other day to come pick up her child because it's becoming rough. And he's a kid that's like trying to run out of the school. And you don't know how many times I have like almost like tackled him. Not literally tackled him, but he like runs into me trying to get out of the door. And he's only 4, but he's so strong. So strong. And at one point, Blake was in the same class as he was in the summer because they were like in the same age bracket. So they were in the same classroom. and Blake was repeating all of his behaviors, just screaming, throwing himself, throwing furniture, whatever he would find. If he didn't get what he wanted, he was just throwing fits, throwing things across the room, chairs. Like, it was getting bad. Like, I had it rough with Blake in the summer. But now that he's in a different classroom than that child, Blake is like a totally different kid. And it's not fair for that child. It's not fair for the rest of the kids. It's not fair for the teachers. It's just a lot. And it's not just with that child. Like, we are having, like I said, so many kids acting like that. And parents just don't see it. They don't see the problem. They don't see that we're just here trying to help, trying to make things better for the kids, for the teachers, for the entire classroom as a whole. Hello, it's been a while, Missy. You're live. I'm Lena. I changed my name on here. Hi. Yeah, that's kind of scary. Wonder why the cases are so high there. Yeah. So, how are things going with you and your significant other? We're good. We're doing good. We've actually been really, 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 really good these past few months. Like, our communication has been better. Everything's been good. We haven't had like any fights, which I know it's like normal to have, but in the past few months we've been really good. She's doing. So, little update. So, I don't know if I told you guys that his wages, my boy's dad, that his wages started being garnished. Apparently, I found out where he works. I told him, and it is actually the place that I found online. So his wages were being garnished. And then this past week, my mom gives me a letter because she's living at my old address. And for some things, I just kept it because I feel like I'm not 100% okay with like bringing my mail here. I feel like things just get lost too often and I don't like it. So I kept a lot of my stuff where my mom lives. She's playing with her toes. And she receives some letters. He hasn't changed his address, like at all, for nothing. He still gets credit cards and bills and court letters to the house. And they're just piled up. Oh, sorry. They're just piled up. Like, if you cared about your own situation, you would figure out how to change your mailing address. But that's another story. Um, so my mom calls me and she's like, I have some letters for you. I got the letters, and one of them says court hearing September 19th. It has a time, and then it says that he paid $500 in cash. And I'm so confused. I'm like, wait, he showed up? I didn't get a court hearing? I was freaking out. I was like, I attended every single court hearing and I didn't attend this one. Like, what happened? I never received a letter. I was just freaking out. Like, it can't be, I have to be at every court hearing because then it looks bad on me and it doesn't help my situation. So then I just couldn't get it out of my head. That entire afternoon, she gave it to me around 5. I was up till like 10 something looking online and like just searching up with the letter that I got, like any information that I could find. So then I find his records and I see that he was actually arrested. And it says that it's for a prior warrant that's been out since 2021 for minor theft. Which I'm like, how could you get so low? Like, these are just things that I was never expecting. Like this whole story just keeps taking turns that were so unexpected to me. And like every time I'm just like shocked. It says it was like a minor theft, and let me see if I can find it so that I can read it. Okay, I have it. Why are you guys commenting? What's happening? Okay. It says description. Theft by unlawful taking movable property value less than $200. Mm. And then it says bail, and it says set, but then it says that he paid the $500. But I received that money like a week after he was arrested. I was just confused. Like, what is this letter? Why didn't I receive? I wasn't putting two and two together until I looked up and I'm like, he got arrested. No, it's not now, Matt. This is something from 2021. So it was like after a breakup. So he had a warrant out. And I remember, I don't know if I told you guys, but my best friend called his old job and she asked for him. And I guess it was some new kid, but he was like, oh, he was fired. And then he like stopped himself and he was like, I can't really talk much about it. Mm. Okay, it says theft by unlawful taking movable property value less than 200. Uh Charge status active. Degree disorderly. What does that mean? He fought or something? Degree disorderly. Like any lawyers out here, anybody that knows anything about the law, does that mean that he like wasn't compliant or something? Mama, mama. So many questions. I have no clue. It says arrest date, September 19th. But I want to see when he paid. Okay. So confused. It says the warrant was executed on the 19th at 5:04 p.m. and recalled on the 25th. Does that mean that he was in jail for all of those days? That's almost a week. Or that's just like how long it took for the system for it to show up in the system that it's been recalled. I don't know. In Canada, minor theft is under 5,000. Geez, now he's stealing. Wow, he really ruined his life. But you know what? He did it to himself. He had everything and threw it all away for nothing. What a shame. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, no freaking way. Like, I couldn't believe it. Can you send his mail back? Return to sender. I just feel like why should I be going out of my way? Like I don't really live there anymore. That's my mom's address now. Why should I be going out of my way for a grown man that can do it himself? It doesn't bother me. Like I'll keep stacking up his mail. I tell my mom like put it aside. But I feel like he should at least take responsibility in something. Like be a grown ass man and figure out your at least your mail. But I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't be going out of my way to figure out his mail situation. Hmm, I know, but he still threw away everything for nothing and resorted to stealing and who knows what else. Yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, he must have been unruly. Disorderly is disturbance in a public place. Oh shoot. I read someone I read someone say that cheaters have a criminal mind, and I truly believe that. Ay, it's scary. My best friend asked me, like, she keeps thinking like he's having a mental crisis. And he could be, or he could just be a narcissist who is trying to get what he wants however he can. But the other day, she was just like, do you think he's doing this like because he's having a mental crisis? And I'm like, I really hope not because I wouldn't want my kids like acting like that in any way. But yeah, you just don't know. Exactly, Blue. He's hiding. He doesn't want his mail. We never truly know anyone. We don't. We just throw it in the trash. It's so frigging annoying. Like, I don't mind it showing up there. I just, why should I be figuring out his mail? Like, he can easily go to the post office and tell them his new address. Like, he won't even do that. So, don't bother. Hi, ma'am. Miss, why are you still awake? Yeah. I want to grab her, but I know if I do, then she's just going to go crazy on the keyboard. So I'll do it towards the end if she's still awake. I would just tell the post office he doesn't live there anymore to stop sending it to my house. It's not a crazy amount of stuff of his that shows up. It's just court stuff, some credit card stuff. That's his problem. I don't really care anymore. But that's what happened with that, which was shocking to me. And I just kept going over like all of his records. Like, shoot, is this for real? Let me see. Hmm. What happened? Peekaboo, peekaboo. Boo. Let me take a little video of her and send it to her dad. Leia. Boo. It's too freaking cute. Did he ever reach out to see the boys? Never. Never again. In Canada, it's illegal to tamper with someone else's mail, including throwing it out. Yeah, I figured. So that's why I just leave everything aside. If he ever shows up, I'll give it to him. But since he's not around, then it's there. I still can't get my head around the fact he left and still has never reached out to see his kids. I don't get how you can go without seeing your two kids anymore. I don't get it either. And when I'm on my laptop right now and I opened it and it keeps telling me that my storage is full, that's because of my old videos and stuff. So I open my pictures, I look at videos, and the first thing that pops up is an old video of Noah with his dad. And I'm like, he showed so much love and affection to this kid. Like, how could he just abandon him as a 3-year-old about to start pre K during a pandemic? Like, how could you just have the heart to abandon him? And he had so much love for you. Like, how? How could you just do that and never call, or does it ever cross through his mind that this kid may be missing him? I really don't understand that either, Matt. I don't get it. And I talk more about Noah because, like I've said before, Noah was attached to him. He was 3 years old. Blake, on the other hand, was about 5 months old. So Blake doesn't even know who he is, even if I showed him a picture. I've shown him pictures before and he doesn't know who he is at all. His dad is Leia's dad. He keeps calling him daddy now. Some men do that. It's crazy. Not some, Sharon. A lot of men, unfortunately. Same, I'll never understand. It just shatters your trust for all people, pretty much. Like, you're always wondering. Exactly, Blue. And I'm guilty of this in this relationship as well. Like, I don't trust 100%. Like, that relationship ruined me, I feel like, forever. As much as my boyfriend shows love and loyalty, it's sad to say, but I just do not trust anybody anymore. I don't. I feel like at any moment anybody can pick up and leave and not care about a whole family. And it's really, really sad because it's not his fault, it's someone else's fault. But at the same time, I just feel like I can't trust 100%. But with his mail, I will tell them he doesn't live there anymore, so you don't have to worry about him anymore and start over without his stuff there. No, like at this point, man, I just see the mail and I'm like, whatever. Like, my mom always calls me like, hey, he's received mail. I'm like, just put it away. I'm not doing anything with it. Just put it away. Yeah, that's why I stay single. I feel you because that's what your ex used to be like when he did what he did. Exactly. Like, he was a devoted father, always spent weekends with him, always did things with him. And then that, like, as he started cheating, I guess that just went away. But I wasn't really seeing things like that. Of course, I didn't know what was happening. So I'm here thinking, oh, it's a pandemic and he's working so much and da 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 da. But it just completely took me out of left field, and she's so funny. I It's just the unexpected. Like, you just never know people. You really do not know people, what's in their mind, what they're doing. Like, I have trust issues now, trust issues that I never did before. Like, if my boyfriend tells me he barely goes out, like, he's work, home, work, home. But there are times when he tells me, "Oh, my coworkers want to go here." I always go out with my coworkers because Of course, I know I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to be doing. We have girls' night out all the time. And my friends always want to go dance, and I feel horrible for doing it, but at the same time, like, I don't go out. I've gone out in the past 2 months like 3 times, if that. And my coworkers are always like, let's go eat here, let's go have dinner here, let's go dance. And I feel so guilty doing it. But I do because I don't get to go out much. I'm always work home, work home. So then when it's his turn and his coworkers ask him to go out or go to a bar or something to watch a game, I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm not okay. And it sucks to live like that. I've been so lonely, but I'm starting to think if I can get comfortable with myself, that singleness might not be too horrible. I just gotta get there with it. She's having a blast over there. Yeah, she is. Leia, what you doing? She's gotten so big, guys. So big. I think she's gonna be tall. Her dad is 6'2", and his siblings, like, they just turned 18 over the summer, and they're tall. Like, his sister has to be like 5'7", 5'8", and she's only 18. I feel you guys, but eventually you should open up and maybe find someone, because I can tell you that not all men are like that. What you doing? Don't throw that over. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring her. She's just too cute. If she starts going crazy at the keyboard, then I'm gonna have to end it because we're not playing those games. Okay, give me one sec. Come here. Come, come, come. Tie my hair. Come, come. Yes. Up, up, up. Whee. Okay. Misty, what's going on? You just not gonna sleep? No? Her hair has grown so much. Say hi. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Hi. 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 Yeah. Yeah. He's a little bear. A little koala. A little koala bear. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Dada. Yeah, she's so big. Look, she's a big baby. You a big baby. Mm. Little bear. Mm. Thanks, Matt, making me tear up over here. Mm. I'm so happy that you're in a much better place now than it was with your ex. I can see you're happier now. It's not easy. It takes a lot of work, but I feel like this time around I'm working so much on myself. Last time everything was about him, and his needs, but this time I'm a little more independent. Well, a lot more independent. Oh, sweetie, I can never abandon my daughter. Nothing in this world can make me not see her. No. Wow, her hair is so thick. Not really, it's pretty thin. I have like a wall of bows, like the ones that are like these. Like one of you guys gave it to me. It brought like 30 of them at least. So we wear these. Let's show them your bows. Look, your bows. Leia, look. There. She wears her little bows and then she has the little clips. Right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, where are you going? It's bedtime. Night night. Oh, she's cute. Oh, she's so adorable. And oh, what happened? And yeah, she has grown so much since we saw her last. Is she a daddy's girl? Absolutely. Like if I FaceTime him right now, she starts screaming and laughing and yeah. And he's obsessed. He wants to have another one, but I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done. I have enough with my 3 kids. And I feel like that alone is like unfair to him, but she's a unicorn. She sleeps all night long since she was like a month old or less. Babies don't really do that. I've had the struggle of being up all night for almost a year with both. I'm not doing that again. Right? Beso. Mwah. Mwah. She's got 2 little teeth. Mm. Oh. Nope, there she goes. We're not going to touch the keyboard. Oh. She loves to dance. Oh. Yeah, my daughter's been asleep for over an hour already. The boys have too. She is always asleep like by 7 o'clock. Today, I don't know what's happening. Last night she did the same thing. She stayed up a little later. Maybe it's a little sleep regression. Oh, she's so adorable. She's so precious. Like I can see why he wants another one, and she's so easy. She's been such an easy baby. I mean, now she's a little cranky because she's tired, but oh, you're so tired. Okay, guys. She seems like a happy baby. She really is. Don't forget to hit that like button, everyone. Oh, so tired. This is her thing, though. Like, my boys never did this. This is how she soothes herself, and I don't like it. Because a pacifier I can throw away. What am I gonna do with her fingers? Excuse me. You wanna? Oh. Okay. You wanna lay down? It was so good to see you too. Was that her first word, Dada? Yes, it was. I've read before that it's just easy for that to roll out of their tongue than mama. All right, we gotta go, guys. It's bedtime for her, and she already wants the keyboard. I can tell. I had a colicky one typical one, and one magical unicorn. So I feel like I experienced all the time. Same. I'm done. Good night, everyone. Say bye-bye. Thanks for catching up with us. I'm sorry I've been MIA, but it's just been so busy with the new school year. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right, guys. Have a good night. I was browsing YouTube and was so happy to see you live. Thanks. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, guys. Bye-bye. All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye. Bye. Okay, okay.